Hello and welcome back to another episode of my Snowrunner hard mode playthrough. So before we get into this one, I just want to take a bit of a moment to thank all the continued support on this series and of course on the channel. We've had quite a lot of new subscribers and new viewers coming to the channel, so that is always good to see. I muchly appreciate it. But do let me know down in the comments if you are new, or if you have been here for a while. Just let me know when you decided to hit that subscribe button. But as always, if you are enjoying the series, don't forget to hit that like button, and of course don't forget to subscribe if you are new or haven't done so already. Really helps out the channel and we are looking to grow. With all that said and done, let's get on with this episode. So in this episode, as you can see right now, we are doing the large trailers. We're going to be doing this cargo delivery, delivered to the factory, coiled tubing semi-trailer. We got to deliver to the factory in Mountain River. We are sitting next to this trailer down here, coiled tubing semi-trailer. So we're going to get this one done straight off the bat, and then after we'll have to see which ones are unlocked and see if we have to do any other contracts to get those unlocked. So I'm kind of hoping that we can string these together. It's kind of difficult to plan though, because it doesn't really show where they are if you're not on the same map. So it makes it a little bit difficult to plan. Anyway, let's get on the road and get this first trailer delivered. So we drove our Derry Longhorn here over to Pedro Bay to pick up this trailer. Probably could have done it in a better way. I don't know why we stopped there. We probably could have done it in a more efficient way, I'm not too sure. Like I said, it's difficult to plan when it doesn't show you the cargo or the location of the cargo. But anyway, this is probably the toughest part of this journey. Going to be getting through this snow, but we do seem to be coping pretty well in the Derry. I do enjoy using the Derry, it's just not very versatile. It's not very good for small deliveries. It's good for big deliveries like this, but it is one of the biggest trucks we own, so being able to have a high saddle and just boss our way through pretty much any of the rough terrain we're going to face really makes these kind of journeys a bit trivial. But we are going to push on, just making sure the trailer is all centered up with the middle of the roads. We also of course need to look where we're going so that we don't crash into a tree. That would be a very early exit to the emergency room. And of course we do have to be careful on these icy roads now that we have all of this weight on the back, as you can see, just rocking backwards and forwards there. You really do get to witness the undulance in the roads when you have a massive straight line like this. And coming up to that little dip in the roads, you really get to see how much of a camber that has going on. As you can see, look at that. Feels like it's going to tip, but I don't think it will. I think we have enough weight in the truck to keep it going. But you can just see how horrible that road is. It's really exaggerated once you have a massive trailer on the back. Doesn't seem to like high gear with this weight on. Going to keep it in auto for now. It seems to be doing just fine. We don't of course have the low high, because we have a highway gearbox in this Derry Longhorn. So we're going to have to keep it in auto just so we can keep a bit more pace up. Even if we do have to keep up with the gear shifting, which is a bit unnecessary, if you ask me. Keep shifting up to second and then down to first again. Right, now we're up into third. Let's see if we can put it in high. Get a bit more speed going. Speed and power. That is what we love to see. We'll try and keep to the edge here. as much as we can without tipping it on the bank. Okay, seems like we are through the worst of it. And now this is going to be so much easier because we uncovered the roads. And in particular, the pipeline that was falling in the last episode, we did that. So that's going to make this journey a whole lot easier. Just got to find our way up this hill. We're still getting high, see if we can just power on up the hill. Unfortunately, it does have a bit of snow at the bottom, which is going to slow us down a little bit. I don't think it's deep snow, we should just be able to push straight through. Yeah, that's no problem at all. Although it doesn't like the high gear. That's fine, we'll stick it down to auto again. Try and keep a wide line so that we don't end up running over that barrier. Definitely do not want to get this trailer stuck because it will be an absolute nightmare to get off again. But we made it up the hill. Now we just got to go down the hill, across the lake, and over to Mountain River. Nice and easy. We almost ran into that pole. Just had to quickly slam on the brakes, but we managed to get through. Like I said, this is going to be a fairly easy run to the factory. Don't have any big off-roading obstacles to deal with. Now we've uncovered all of the roads, so easy job. And I'm hoping we're going to get actually quite a lot of money for doing these large deliveries. At least that's the hope. We're sitting on around, I think it was 50,000-60,000. Where is the factory? It's going to be the next one, right? Yeah, it's down the next road, across from the gas station. But yeah, we're sitting on about 50,000-60,000, so I'd really love for that to get up to around 120,000 maybe before we go to Russia. That way we're going to have enough for at least to buy a Scout, because I know we're going to be buying the Jeep Renegades. And then should have enough money to at least fully upgrade that. That is able to cope with the harsh terrain in Russia. But I'm still undecided whether we are going to be buying any of the bigger trucks. Do let me know down in the comments if there is any trucks that you would want to see or highly recommend me buying to help with Russia. I'm trying to keep new trucks to each region, so I'm not sure what trucks we get in Russia. We'll have to check that out once we get there. And get it delivered. That is not a lot of money. I was hoping for a lot more than that. But that is done. The next one is delivered to the ports. The oil rig salvage semi-trailer, which is right here. So we shall head on over to the service site, pick up that trailer, and then we'll head on over to the ports, which ironically is where we actually came from in the first place. But yeah, I'm going to head on over to the service site and I shall catch you in a little bit. Okay, number 2, or trailer number 2. Let's attach her up. Look at this big bad boy. So we need to go over to the port with this one, which is basically going to be going up the hill, past the sawmill and then up the hill. But again, all the way to the port is basically main tarmac road all the way there. It should be fairly easy, it should be fairly quick as well. I don't want to jinx it, but that is probably cutting it way too close. Let's see if we can push our way through this. Yeah, kind of. Oh, that was a bit of damage. Takes a bit of time to actually get this Devi turned around. Oh my god, we're damaging the gearbox. Yeah, we've got a lot of damage now on the engine. So it does look like we're actually going to have to stop here and get it repaired. Don't want to be making this journey as Well, I don't want to be making this journey more difficult than it needs to be. We're going to stop there. We're going to detach that. We are going to attach up to the service trailer. Yeah, I keep forgetting how bad the turning circle is on this dairy. So, attach her up. Repair. Repair all of it, thank you very much. And while we're here, we might as well refuel. Perfect. Right, let's get rid of that. Hook back up to the... what is it? The waste disposal trailer? I don't really know what it is. I'll find out in a second. Attach the trailer. It is the oil rig salvage trailer. Okay, let's go. So this hill might be a bit of a struggle. We are using the chain tires, so we should be able to get up here. In theory. Shouldn't actually be that bad. We are down in first gear. Keeps changing up to second, then back down to first, but... oh, maybe we're up to third? Yes. Let's see if high gear would do it. No. Back down to first. Let's just crawl up this hill. It's not actually taking too long, so I'm not too worried. But yeah, so far these trailers been a lot easier than it was in Michigan. I actually think in general Alaska has been a lot easier than Michigan. I mean, we are on episode, I want to say 16 for this one. Oh no, we're stuck. What are we stuck on? Oh, we're bottomed out. That is no problem. We shall attach. Not over there. We're going to attach the front of the trailer up to this tree right at the top here. See if we can't pull it up a little bit. There we go. I didn't actually think about that one. Oh, that was the wrong tunnel. We actually need to go back and we need to head on over to Northport. I wasn't paying attention. But we can do that real quick. At least we don't have to worry about getting around this corner now. Now that we're in a better angle. There is the Kenworth just sitting there chilling. We might need to use that Kenworth, but I think there's one contract that we need to get done before we can complete the final delivery. Oh, that is going to be tight. Oh yeah, I thought we was going to crash into that barrier. Not really much I could have done there. Ooh, that is a bit tippy. Ran a bit close to that railing. I think we just got it underneath the wheels. But good though, we are in a pretty beefy truck, so I'm not too worried about tipping. Of course, if we run over anything big, anything substantial, then I'm sure we'll have to worry about that in the future. But these little guardrails, they're not too massive, so we don't need to worry about those as of yet. Right, let's head on over to Northport. Okay, so this is just going to be a fairly simple drive to the port. Just need to follow, I think it's this road, take a left down at the bottom of this hill. It is a bit tight through here, but we should be able to just muscle our way through with this Derry Longhorn. As long as we don't get stuck on too many rocks or anything, should be good. Yeah, we'll just push our way over that barrier once again. Yeah, I think it's just down here, and then we take a right, and then we just basically follow that road all the way past the garage and to the port. So nice, easy job to get done. It's actually been 2 easy jobs in this episode. Past the garage, we're not gonna, or past the gas station, We're not going to need any gas as of right now. So we are going to push on through. We do have gas, of course, at the ports, so we can refuel once we get there. But we're doing okay for fuel. We still have a full tank. We did, of course, fuel up at the sawmill. So yeah, just take a right turn here. Make sure we take a nice wide line, because those barriers look a little bit taller than the Armco barriers. Although I probably shouldn't have gone this far into the snow. We should be able to cope with it though. This dairy is pretty good in the snow, I'm not going to lie. It seems like a pretty capable truck. So yeah, we made it through that bit. Not too difficult. Alright, let's come up this hill, and then we should be coming up to quite a narrow pathway through the cliffs. One of the roads that we opened up in one of the first episodes in Alaska. And I do know there's quite a few rocks, and there is a cliffside on either side. So it might be a little bit tight. And here we are. It's not actually that tight. We do have all of this space here on the right hand side. So nothing too bad to worry about, although we do not want to get stuck on this barrier. So if we can get rid of that barrier, that would be great. Thank you very much. Almost like the game could hear me right then. We are taking a little bit of damage on the suspension, but to be honest, it's not that bad. Suspension holds up pretty well. I'm not worried about taking 1 or 2 damage here and there. As you can see, we only have a little slight damage on the suspension. But you definitely don't want to be crashing head on into barriers. That will certainly damage the engine quite quickly. Just push through here a little bit more. Nice and easy. Beautiful stuff. Let's turn our lights on. It's getting quite dark. So when before I started this episode, I was parked at the port with the Dairy Longhorn. So it looks like we've just done one massive loop. We drove all the way to Pedro Bay, delivered a trailer from Pedro Bay to Mountain River, and now we're taking a trailer from Mountain River all the way back to the ports on Northport. So it's just been one massive loop. There is one last trailer remaining, so we'll have to have a bit of a look at that. Because it wasn't unlocked, I couldn't actually see where the trailer was. So we're going to have a look at that after we've delivered this one. I'm pretty sure there's also another task that we need to get done before we can actually get that trailer. So we'll do that as well real quick, if that is the case, of course. But yeah, it's been fairly simple throughout this episode. Just driving with these massive trailers. There's not really been too much trouble, if I'm honest. It's not been like it was in Michigan, where we had to go across 4 different maps and across a lake. That was a bit scary, taking that big trailer across the rocks that are submerged in a lake. There's been nothing like that so far in Alaska. But like I did say in the previous episodes, I think we're going to try and do as many contests as we can. I think we're going to just dedicate a whole episode to it. That will of course bring the money right up. So I did say when we was in Michigan, I'm not too worried about doing all of them. As long as we get golds, then I'm not too fussed about continuing to do the contests. Ooh, get it turned. That was very close. But now that we are kind of struggling a little bit more money, I might be doing them off camera. As long as we get golds on when I'm recording, and then off camera, I think I might, just to build the money up a little bit more. But here we are at the ports. Let's get this delivered. Beautiful stuff. Disposed of all the junk, and we have 3900s. That is absolutely amazing. Love to see that. Right, let's go up and refuel real quick, since we're already here. And then I'll have a look at the map and see about getting that next contract unlocked. Now I have tried to move these with the high saddle. Doesn't work. We are going to have to come back over with a low saddle if we want to move these around. But anyway, let's fill her up and have a look at the map. So I think it was in Morris Mining, no, Blackbirds. So drill disassembly. That is going to be the trailer that we need to deliver to somewhere. We need to deliver it to the airdrome in White Valley, but I don't know where that trailer actually is. We're going to leave that for now, because if we go into Mountain River, so to unlock this contract, we need to complete drilling equipment, which is this task right here. We're going to accept that, and that is delivered to the drilling site in White Valley. Drilling equipment ×1, which I believe is a 2-slot cargo. Could be massively wrong, but we are going to jump back into the Kenworth. Going to drive over to the service site and see if we can pick it up with this sideboard beds. If it does turn out to be a 4-slot cargo, then I will have to bring the other truck over. I can't remember what it's called right now. My mind has gone blank. The truck we drove over there, I really can't remember what it's called. The Royal BM, of course. I can't believe I just had a massive brain melt there. But of course we can bring over the... Oh, don't tip. Jesus, that is a lot of speed. So yeah, we can bring over the Royal BM. If, of course, we can't do it with this one, which I'm kind of hoping we can. Right, let's refill everything real quick. Oh, we are missing a tire. Interesting. What are we doing? We are refueling. Yes. Fill up the Kenworth, fill up the repair supplies. So where is that? So it's that tire that's down. Do we have any? We don't. Well, let's just connect up real quick, repair that tire. And with that being done, let's head on over to the service site. Try and be a bit careful on these icy roads. Alright, moment of truth. How big is the drilling equipment? It is a 4-slot cargo. Okay. Well, in that case, we are going to have to jump into the Royal BM. And we're going to have to take this gooseneck trailer down to pick up. Can we go this way through? I mean, I guess we could, but there's no real advantage. We might as well get back onto the main road as quickly as we can. Zoom out a little bit so we can see what we're doing. Gonna hit that tree. I know we are. Okay, let's reverse a little bit further back this way. Okay, we should be able to turn around now. We have a better angle. But yeah, let's head on over to the service site. And now a reason I left the Kenworth over there, so that we don't have to disconnect this trailer, we can just load it up with the Kenworth. So we can just pull alongside and everything shall be fine and dandy. At least that's the hope. We've made it. So let's get this packed up alongside the Kenworth. Make sure it's nice and easy for us to get out. Okay. Change over to the Kenworth. Let's put the drilling equipment on the loading platform. That is a big container. So start the engine, start the crane. I'm not really sure what that's attaching to. Why are you attaching over there? There we go. Alright, let's see if this crane can do it. Should be able to. We've done large containers like this with this crane before. Put it down on the beds. There you go. Nice and easy. Restore the crane. Turn off the engine. and change truck. Alright, let's get this delivered over to White Valley. Back the cargo first, of course. The White Valley is going to be up the hill that we just came down, basically. Because we did, of course, just... not intentionally, but we did, of course, just go to White Valley when we were delivering the other trailer. We will fill up with fuel on the way past. There seems to be a lot of fuel, actually, in Alaska. And I think we're not too far off being done with Alaska. We still have quite a lot of fuel remaining, so I'm not too sure what we're going to be doing with that fuel. But anyway, let's fill up. This one's almost empty, so that is both a good thing and a bad thing. It is a really good location to have fuel, and we don't really have any other fuel on this map, so maybe we'll have to do a bit of fuel juggling in one of the next episodes. Move some fuel around. Of course, that will take the low saddle, but it only takes a low saddle without the loading crane. So we just have to go back to the garage and readjust the truck. We'll probably use this truck for doing that, just moving fuel trailers around. Anyway, let's get to the top of this hill. Trailer is bottoming out a little bit, but we were able to make it, and we are heading in to White Valley. So I haven't actually checked where we need to go in White Valley. So we need to go to the drilling sites. Okay, so I think that's just basically come down all the way to this bridge, and then we'll take the dirt road over to the drilling site. Seems like a fairly easy task to get done. It is easy, or it is easier, having all of these tarmac roads. There is quite a lot of tarmac roads in Alaska. I think the devs were maybe thinking that it's going to be a bit difficult because they're icy. But honestly, if you just drive a little bit carefully, it doesn't really make that much difference. Like, we're still driving the Kenworth round without chain tires, and it doesn't get stuck anywhere. There's been a few heavy moments where we couldn't get it stopped, but that is, of course, just some dodgy driving by myself. We did just lose another tyre there, coming past. Do we have any tyres? Oh, we do have a spare tyre on this one. Well, let's just repair that real quick. There you go. We used our spare tyre, so we will have to go to a resupply zone. I think there is a resupply zone. I can't remember exactly where it is. I think it might be on Northport. I don't think I've seen one on any of the other maps. Or maybe in the aerodrome or airdrome or whatever it's called. I can't recall off the top of my head where the closest one is. It's a shame you can't move them from trailers. If you could resupply your own truck with a service trailer, that would be incredibly helpful. But I don't think you can. Or I know you can't, so it's a bit of a shame. Anyway, we just need to go around here to the right, and we shall be at the drilling site. Then I think we'll just leave the Royal BM here, and we'll go off and find wherever that other trailer is. I actually don't remember where it is, so I'm sure I've seen it somewhere. But we've taken the one from the port, so it's not at... No, we didn't have one at the port. We had one at the service hub in Pedro Bay. We've taken that one. We're taking one from the service hub in Mountain River. I'm guessing there's going to be one in White Valley, maybe? Anyway, we don't need to speculate anymore because we can find out. So, drill disassembly. We're going to accept that. Okay, so it's right here. Maybe? Maybe that's it, right? Yeah, that's it right there. Okay, and where does that need to go? That just needs to go to the airdrome. Okay, well, we can't do that with the Royal BM, unfortunately. Or maybe we can. Yeah, maybe we can. Maybe we just take the Royal back to the garage rather than dragging the other truck, the Derry, all the way over. I think we just take this over to the garage, get it swapped out for a high saddle. We'll probably also take off the loading crane, just so we're sure that we can actually fit it on the back of the truck. But yeah, that was lucky, really, that I was over in this location. So it's I guess it's lucky that the trailer was over in this location. That way it's not going to take too much for us to go and pick it up. And it doesn't need to go very far. Of course, it only needs to go to the airdrome. But yeah, now we are back on the road. Let's head on over to the garage. We drop off the trailer, drop off the loading crane. We do also have a big fuel trailer at the garage on this map, so that is also very welcome. But yeah, then we shall head on over and pick up the trailer. So, time to go pick up the final trailer. So this is going to be the final last trailer that we have to deliver, from what I can see, at least on the contracts. Attached to the trailer, you can just see how big the Derry is now, because this truck is absolutely tiny compared to this trailer. But anyway, we should be able to do this fairly comfortable. It's going to be pretty much roads the entire way, apart from this last little, or this first little bit here. Kind of scraping along a tree, but that is gonna be fine. So I'm not sure the best route to take into the aerodrome. I think we're gonna go past the little village, and that's only because there is a massive, or not massive, but there is quite a sharp turn at the end of this road. I don't really feel too comfortable going around that sharp turn. But I think we should be able to muscle our way over the snow if we were to go the other direction. Or maybe we should try and go around here. It would be much safer, because then we know we are on roads basically the entire journey. It's just a bit tight, and I know there's a post right there. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. What if we were to go the other side of that post, though? Can we get it turned around here? Probably not. Can we get it turned around enough so that we can go this side of the post? Yeah, just about. A bit tight, but we managed it in the end. And then this way we just need to roll those wheels over the barrier, like so. And then we're pretty much good all the way to the airdrome. This is just a basic icy road all the way. Could probably even cheat and... oh, no, 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 no! Okay. Maybe it wasn't as safe as I thought. Okay, let's go. Just thinking out loud for a second. Let's go take the Derry, which is in Northport, I want to say. Yeah, down at the port. So we're going to go take the Derry. We're going to drive over and see if we can rescue the trailer. So we have made it over with our big boy truck. Let's see if we can find a good angle to try and rescue this thing. I've left the high saddle on just in case. Maybe it might be better to take it with this truck instead. We're a little bit far away. Right. I guess there is going to be a good location. And back onto your wheels, sir. Well, let's stop the engine, and before we celebrate too much, let's see whether we can actually make some progress. Well, that was the easiest rescue known to mankind. But we'll take that. We'll take it every single day of the week. And now we can just carry on and get this delivered. We probably should have just went over there, if I'm honest. But never mind, it's not going to take too long for us to go around this corner. Hopefully. That's a bit tight once again. Yeah, we probably should have just cut across. As long as we take a massively wide line, we should be good, right? Don't get caught on that tree stump either. Yeah, destroy all of the plant life, but it's all good. I really wish we could or get a task to deliver that plane somewhere. That would be amazing. But there you go. And we even got a trophy. So not that much money, but it all helps in the end. But yeah, that is going to do it for this episode. So as always, if you are enjoying the series, make sure that you hit that like button. It really helps out the channel, really helps out me as well to know what you like and don't like. And of course, get yourself subscribed so that you never miss a video. So in terms of what is unlocked now, we have quite a lot unlocked. I think we have almost everything unlocked apart from this one at the bottom here. Got quite a lot of big orders. Also got some more login to do. So that is going to be interesting. I'm not sure if we're going to be carrying on with the delivery in the next episode or whether we should. You see, this one is just massive. But I'm not sure if we should carry on with deliveries or whether we should actually get the contest done in the next episodes. So I will make that decision. But until then, a massive thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Take care and goodbye.